do a homework problem from 4-4, which is going home today and due Tuesday. And it's a comparison, multiplication, division comparison problem, story problem. And so here's what the story problem says. Stephen and Rocco were playing a video game. So you'll picture Stephen and Rocco playing their video game. Stephen scored 2,500 points. Can you picture Stephen scoring 2,500 points? Which is 5 times as many points as Rocco scored. How many points did Rocco score? Okay, so I know we're comparing Stephen's score to Rocco's score. And Stephen scored 2,500 points, which is 5 times as many. That times as many tells me this is the kind of drawing I'm going to do. And then I go, okay, I have to figure out who had more points, Stephen or Rocco. And I can replace the 5 times as many with 5 times more so that I can easily understand that. Listen, Stephen scored 2,500 points, which is 5 times more than Rocco. Oh, so Stephen scored more because his score was 5 times more than Rocco's. Okay, so looking at my chart, I'm going to make sure that I draw my drawing to start. I'm going to put a little rectangle and a longer rectangle. I know that Stephen scored 2,500 points and that he gets the longer bar because his is 5 times more than Rocco. So I'm going to label this with an S and this with an R. And the 2,500 points goes in here. And I have to label it points. Numbers and labels. S and R are not labels. That just helps me remember whose bar is whose. Then I've got another number in here, which is 5. 5 was not Rocco's points. That would be a really bad game. 5 has times as many after it. And I know, looking at my chart, that times as many always goes on the side. So I'm going to say 5 times as many. And then this is going to be Rocco's points. P would be a good variable. All right, I've got that here. Now I've got to figure out how am I going to get Rocco's points. Well, I know I'm in the multiply divide family. If I multiply these numbers together, I'm going to get a really big number. And Rocco's bar is shorter. So that doesn't make sense. I probably have to divide. I also think I have to divide because this is kind of like my rectangle, and this number's inside the rectangle, and this number's on the side. So I probably have to divide. If I didn't know, I could also plop it into these blanks on my chart if you were stuck. But I know now that I'm going to have to divide to get a smaller number so I can fit it up there. So I would do 2,500 divided by 5. There's my equation. Now, make my wall. 25 divided by 5 is 5, but that's really 500. 5 times 5 is 2,500, and I get 0. So my answer is 500 points. And we're good.